They say good people attract good things, but that's not true. Because if you look closely, the kindest people are often the loneliest. You'll see them smiling, helping everyone, making others feel seen. But when they need someone, no one shows up. Why does kindness, something so pure, end up punishing the very people who give it most? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It starts small. A kind person helps a friend, then a stranger, then another. But slowly, something changes. People stop saying thank you. They start expecting it. Your kindness becomes a default setting, not a choice, not a gift. And when you stop, even for a second, you're called a selfish. You start realizing the more you give, the less people value it. Because in a world obsessed with taking, kindness looks like weakness. But here's the twist. It's not weakness. It's power. Real power. The kindest people aren't weak. They're warriors, fighting battles no one even sees. But why does the world keep punishing them? Keep watching, because this part is darker than you think. Kind people don't just see pain, they feel it. Someone cries, they cry inside too. Someone breaks, they bend with them. That's empathy. But empathy is heavy. You start absorbing everyone's sadness like a sponge. And before you know it, you're drowning in emotions that aren't even yours. So what do? You isolate. Not because you hate people, but because you can't carry everyone anymore. You smile less. You talk less. And slowly, you disappear. People say, you've changed. But they don't realize you're just tired. Tired of being the strong one. Tired of pretending you're okay. Tired of saving everyone except yourself. And that's how it begins. The slow fade into solitude. But here's the saddest part. Kind people don't even blame anyone. They just accept it. Silently, because deep down they still believe in love, even if it never circles back to them. Kindness is supposed to be a light, but sometimes it becomes a cage. When people see you as the kind one, they stop seeing you. They see the comfort you give, the safety you bring, not the pain you hide. You become a role, not a person, and the second you step out of that role, they pull away. You realize people didn't love you. They loved the version of you that made them feel better. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak. A loneliness that doesn't scream. It just settles in, like fog that never lifts. And still, you keep being kind. Why? Because it's not an act, it's who you are. Even when it hurts, even when no one notices, that's what makes you rare. Here's something no one tells you. Kind people end up alone, not because they're unlovable, but because they love too deeply. They see beauty where others see nothing. They forgive when others walk away. They give chances no one else would. But in a world that rewards power over purity, kindness doesn't always win. Sometimes it gets misunderstood, manipulated, used, and yet it survives. Because kindness isn't about who stays with you. It's about who you choose to be, even when the world isn't watching. So if you've ever felt invisible, if you've ever wondered why being good feels like being punished, listen closely. You are not broken. You are rare. Your kindness doesn't make you weak. It makes you different. Different from those who take. Different from those who forget. You are the quiet proof that light still exists in a world that sometimes prefers the dark. Kind people crave connection, but they also fear it. Because every time they open their heart, someone leaves. So they build walls, but decorate them beautifully. They smile through the cracks. They joke through the pain. They help others heal, while quietly bleeding themselves. That's the paradox. They give love endlessly, but rarely feel it return. And here's the chilling part. Many kind souls never get their moment. They don't get the grand recognition, the applause, the person who finally understands them. They just keep showing up, quietly, faithfully. And maybe that's what makes them divine. Because kindness without reward isn't just kindness, it's grace. So why do the kindest people end up alone? Because they live in a world that doesn't know how to handle hearts that pure. They're mirrors, showing people what they could be. But not everyone wants to see that reflection. Still, they keep shining. Because being kind isn't about being noticed. It's about refusing to become what hurts you. So if you're one of them, the givers, the quiet healers, the ones who feel too much, don't let the loneliness fool you. Aren't lost. You're just waiting for someone who sees the world the way you do. Someone who doesn't take your light, but protects it. If you've ever felt this way, leave a broken heart in the comments. Because maybe we're not as alone as we think. And if this hit home, subscribe before you forget. Because the next story, it's even darker, and it might just change how you see everyone.